Hi, this is Ashley Ormond, recording for Ashley Ormond and Andrea Visco Chapman. Today we're going to do a brief overview of Public Relations, a Principal's Guide to Success. Now, this brief guide is largely taken from our October 1st interview conducted with Principal Veronica Gonzalez, the principal of the Cicero West Elementary School. With that introduction, let's get started. Now, just a reminder, as we go through, we're going to mention the internal public and external public. As we learned throughout our course, the internal public are those who are within the walls of the school influencing education and student well-being. That includes teachers and staff, students, volunteers, and other workers. The external public is largely made up of parents, local businesses, media, CPS, taxpayers, and any other constituents located outside of the school walls on a daily basis, but who also influence education. Now, both of these publics play a large role in the purpose of school PR. The purpose of school public relations can be found in this statement by the National School Public Relations Association. They have stated, "Education public relation is a planned and systematic management function to help improve the programs and services of an educational organization. It relies on a comprehensive two-way communication process involving both internal and external public, with the goal of stimulating a better understanding of the role, objectives, accomplishments, and needs of the organization. Education public relations programs assist in interpreting public attitudes, identify and help shape policies and procedures in the public interest, and carry on involvement and information activities which earn public understanding and support." Principal Gonzalez has done a great job of applying this purpose to her school and incorporating it to help not only her faculty, but also those external publics who play a large role in education. Getting started. This slide takes a look at what Principal Gonzalez has done to build her public relations plan from the ground up. She's been at Cicero Elementary School for 4 years, and her plan begins by adhering to all district policies and familiarizing herself with all regulations. This is especially important because Cicero Elementary relays a lot of their public relation concerns to the central office. By familiarizing herself with this policy, Principal Gonzalez has been able to focus her attention on much-needed matters and divert other, less important matters to the central office. She counsels, be sure to assess the needs of your staff and get to know them before creating an action plan and activities. Each group has a different style and attitude, and the same tactics may not work year after year. So the first thing that she mentions is to adhere to the policies. The second is to assess the needs of current faculty. Once the needs have been assessed, it is then appropriate to set expectations. Once your faculty knows how you're going to communicate and how often, they can then look for those communications and respond to them accordingly. This gives way for consistency. Being consistent in communication is important, whether dealing with an internal or external program. This should be a staple of any good PR program. It's important to remember that your target audience changes based on who you are communicating with. Try to communicate in such a way that your target audience will not misunderstand your message. That goes for whether you're talking to your teachers or to parents or to students. It's important that who you are addressing be complementary to your message. When possible, Moore in his 2009 text, Moore counsels us, when possible, use a wide variety of tactics such as print, electronic, and digital communication. This is especially helpful in communicating with external publics. Cicero West Elementary School has done a great job of establishing and maintaining relationships with external publics. Currently, the district has partnerships with the Larry Dominick Literacy Program, which is an after-school reading program run through the community center. 5 schools out of 17 schools in the district participate in this program. In addition to the Larry Dominic Literacy Program, the school also has a partnership with the Community Council, which is a group of Cicero East and Cicero West parents and community members who help with school decisions. They work with the school improvement team, who play a large role in setting up the partnership. It's important to note that Cicero is a quick-growing district. Originally, there was one school, Cicero Elementary, and a second school had been constructed on the playground of the original school. Therefore, there is now the East and the West in the same city block. That's part of the reason why community relations are so important. Cicero is also involved in the Parent Patrol. The Parent Patrol is run through the town. It is a group of volunteers that supervise busy streets during the times that students are traveling to and from school. They are the eyes and ears of the school and the community. This helps to unite parents, students, and administrators and teachers all in the cause for safety. For those who don't get to interact with the school on a regular basis, the school also holds a carnival. Carnival and Family Night are a great way for families, parents, students, and younger siblings to meet teachers, familiarize themselves with school layout, and also to familiarize themselves with all that the school has to offer. Maintaining these positive relationships is essential to the Cicero West Elementary School PR plan. In addition to external relations, the internal relations at Cicero seem to be thriving. The school has a social committee. All staff is encouraged to participate in the committee, and everyone is invited yearly. The school committee recognizes birthdays, holidays, special events for the members, and lunches are frequently provided for social committee members. Also, before the school year starts, the secretary, Carol, hosts a full faculty picnic at her home. This helps to unite the faculty before the year has even begun. Once the year has started, every SIP meeting includes activities to get faculty members to know one another better. Results from these activities are often found on the staff bulletin board. The staff bulletin board is set up in the main hallway and changed quarterly at a minimum, so that each staff member can get to know something about their peers. This board also gets a lot of attention from students and parents who pass by in the hallways. At some events, families go straight to the board to see what is displayed. The current board shows where each faculty member traveled over the summer break, although I imagine it will be changing soon. These are just a few of the things that Cicero West Elementary does to help maintain school spirit, internal relations, and an overall sense of community within the walls of the school. Once community is established within school walls and teachers are comfortable, it makes it easier for them to reach out to parents, community members, and fellow faculty to create an overall good PR image and a well-rounded community. If Principal Gonzalez were to summarize her 4 years of leadership and her PR plan, I believe she would say, be humble and don't micromanage. Everyone has a place in a school. Everyone deserves to feel welcomed. Public relations doesn't necessarily need to be on a large scale. Everybody can have a job, even down to the smallest student. Thank you so much for watching our presentation. We hope that you enjoyed it. We hope that you enjoy your evening, that you have a good rest of the semester, and a good rest of the year. If you would like to see the written copy of the interview or the PowerPoint slides, please feel free to visit the links provided.